Today we're going to review Penelope Toasted Marshmallow Toast. Let's do this. All right, guys, welcome back to Brutally Honest Bourbon. Appreciate you guys constantly tuning in and supporting us, giving us the feedback that we need to keep putting this content out for you. Today we're going to review Penelope Marshmallow Toast. Recently we've reviewed the Havana. Wasn't a fan. It had a good flavor. It was just so sweet that it turned my stomach. Not something that I'm going to run to for drinking. I think we gave that thing like 2.5 beards. Like, I'm not buying it. I'm not drinking it. Would take an experimental cocktail or something out of it. But the Toasted originally is something that had to grow on me. So when I first started collecting whiskey, I started buying all the Penelopes. They just look fancy. They look rich. I was like, man, that's a fancy bottle. That'll look good sitting on the shelf. Not even thinking about the juice inside. Fast forward, MGP owns them now. So I've started thinking maybe I should give them another shot, because once I started trying the whiskeys, I wasn't a fan. I like the Rio, but there again, it was a little bit too sweet. One you just got to be in the mood for. Had a Toasted, had an Architect, didn't like them, went back to them 4 or 5 months later, and I really enjoy those now. So probably need to go back and forth to them more often. This one got me a little nervous. Gives me those vibes of that Rio and Havana. Maybe too sweet, but I don't know. I mean, I like the color on it. I like the labeling. That is a good looking bottle, but I just really don't know. Let's see what they say about it, and then let's get into it. All right, so this is a Char 1 heavy toast, and it's 110 proof. It's a private batch, marshmallow toast. All right, so let's see what it has to say. Penelope Toast series explores the depth and complexity different char and toast levels have on the flavor profile. After full maturation, we finish straight bourbon whiskey in a new charred American oak barrel. So this says that it is 55% ABV, and it is a 4-year product, non-chill filtered in a 750 milliliter bottle. I say we just get into it, see what we think. It does have me a little nervous though. I'm just going to be honest with you. All right, well, first things first. That color's a lot better than the Havana. Yet again, it's looking super oily, thick, high viscosity, sheet in the glass, long legs. Let's see them there. Let's dig in. Cheers. Okay. Initially on the nose, I mean, I like that. It's oaky. It's really oaky. It's ethanol forward. I feel like I'm picking up some honey on it. Maybe like some plum. Let's dig in. A lot of barrel impact. Has a good flavor profile. Finish fades very quickly. It's a little bit bitter on the backside. Little leathery, bittery there. It's sweet. It's oaky. Tons of ethanol. It's got some complexity to it. I'm getting some different flavors flow through there. Getting some of that hug in the back. It definitely has nice legs. I don't know if you guys can see that on the big camera or not. Try to get that to you. Anyway, so let's dig into it. Do I get anything marshmallow off of it? Maybe from a consistency profile. Maybe it's a little creamy, maybe. Very oaky. It's not hitting very strong with the flavors, but they're there. I mean, it's got good flavor to it, and it would depend on what you're used to drinking. So for me personally, on the nose, tons of ethanol there. It's going to be honey, oak, some bacon spice. I'm going to give it, out of 5 beards, I'm going to give it 3.25, 3.3 on the nose. It has a good nose on it once you get the ethanol to start dissipating, but it's not super strong as far as the aroma of flavor. So we'll give it 3.3. On the palate, it has the mouthfeel I like, but as it starts coming across the palate, I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe it's like that oakiness. I don't know. It's just not that good. But then as it starts to finish, it does unfold with a little complexity and some flavor. I'd have a hard time giving that more than 3.25 as well. And on the finish, it's just not there. I mean, I give it 2.75, 3 beards. Overall, I'm not a fan. I'm not. Now, this is a fresh crack. There again, you know what happened with the other stuff. Like, I cracked it, came back to it several months later. Maybe my buddy lets me have another pour of this later, and I'm like, whoa, okay, I like that. Right up front, I'm not digging it. It's 2 if we're keeping track. Now, if you guys caught the best under 20 video that Jeff and I did, you'll see that there were several there I didn't like. But who are we surprising with that, right? The one that I thought I really would have liked was the Early Times. It was just a blue top. It wasn't a black top. Early Times. I didn't really care for it. I think the ones that won for us was Evan Williams Bottled and Bond and the Evan Williams Black Label. But that was a relative competition. It was not, do we like the whiskey? It was like relative to what we've got in front of us, which one do we think's better? There were a couple there I felt like were sink poor. So anyway, maybe you guys seen me rank 3 or 4 that I didn't like, and I've told you, you know, I don't like the Balcones. I'm not crazy about Stag, what used to be Junior, but I have learned that I do like the 22A. So you have that. Don't like Traveler. I mean, obviously, who likes Traveler? Don't like Weller. I didn't care for any of the Wellers. Traded off all my full proofs, 12 years, 107s. So there's whiskey there that I don't like. I don't review them as much. Maybe I need to review the ones I don't like so y'all can see those too. But for the most part, I like a ton of whiskey, and I love drinking whiskey. So that's that. You know, I want to thank the patrons for everything they do. If you guys haven't looked over there, I encourage you to do that. Feel free to reach out to me. I'd love talking with you guys. BrutallyHonestBourbon@gmail.com, or hit me up on one of the platforms. I'm brutally honest on all of them. Brutally Honest Bourbon on all of those. So that's it. Penelope Toasted for your boy. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a no. Hard no. Hope that helps some of you guys. Maybe you go out, you find it, and you love it, and you're like, hey, man, my palate and Brandon's are 180 degrees. He hated that. I love it. So from now on, what he reviews and I hate, maybe I need to buy. Maybe I can help you in that way. Guys, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Till the next time, let the whiskey and friendships flow. Cheers.